Why are people acting like the last 6 wins never happened? Yeah, let's talk about it. So the Rams are 3.5-point favorites. And what's interesting is they opened at 3, and now it's 3.5. Some sports books have it at 4. And to me, the movement probably has a lot to do with Trent Williams' injury. You could argue on how big of an impact that really is, but 3 moving closer to 4. And this is a rivalry where one team has won 6 times in a row, and it's the underdog. And it's like the other team has the home field advantage. There's going to be more Niner fans there. Okay, so can we, before we just argue this, can you explain to me why the Rams are creeping up on 4-point favorites here? Why?
Well, number one, I mean, they have a better quarterback, and it's by far. You can say what you want. I'm not a big Matt Stafford believer, but what Matt Stafford is doing right now in the playoffs, you know what his interception percent is right now in the playoffs?
I think it's 0. You know what his quarterback rating is right now in the playoffs?
6 million.
131.5. So yeah, that's a good one. Like, here's the thing: I was on the radio in Seattle yesterday. They like calling me up because I'm pretty loose with my criticisms of the Niners, and they think it's funny. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, I think most of us expect the Niners to win this game because they kind of sort of have the psychological edge over the Rams, the way the Seahawks have it over the Niners. I think we all expect the Niners to win this game, and they were just like, whoa, no, we wouldn't expect that at all. I mean, this is the 3rd game they've played, and the Rams. And I was like, really? To me, the Rams are soft, and they can't run the ball. And they gave up a 17-point lead to the Niners a few weeks ago, and to us a couple of days ago, they almost lost after being up 27-3. So I don't really think that much of the Rams, even though they're extremely talented. I think it's kind of to me, this is like trying to prey on casual bettors in Southern California, like they do with Laker fans and stuff like that. I think there's a little bit of that going on. I don't know.
It's possible. I don't know. The Rams are still a really good football team. They're in the NFC Championship game. You only have 5 losses on the year. They're still a really good football game. Their Niners aren't playing some chumps, They do have their number, but that doesn't mean the 49ers can just walk on the field and be like, okay, we're here, and win the game.
The biggest reason though that the Niners are 3.5-point dogs.
I think it's what you just talked about. Like the Niners had Jimmy, and they've needed acts of God to win football. Like, it's
Niner fans are really happy right now. They're acting like doesn't matter, we won, doesn't matter. But like, you were gonna lose the game 10-6. That was gonna happen. Yeah. Defense played great, but the Packers played better defense, and you won because God scored 7 points for you. It was really, it was so charitable. It was crazy. It was really weird for him to pick sides like that, but I guess that's what happens. Aaron
They won because the 49ers have a bad special team play, but they were nowhere as bad as Green Bay.
The Green Bay deserved that. They went all year with the worst special teams in the league. Everyone knew it. I did a preview series with the publisher of Packers thing for SI with me, and he did a whole article about like, this is outrageously bad in every single metric. Like, you deserve to lose. You had the best quarterback, the best defense, and you let that ruin your season. That was on you. It's your fault.
It goes to show you special teams matters.
It does. It matters. It really, you're not really going to win. You're not going to become champions because of your special teams, but you can definitely lose. And that's why Kyle says we just don't want to lose on special teams. The Packers literally lost on special teams. You get fired for doing stuff like that.
Yeah, and the Niners have lost some games this year in special teams. They
have.
Yes,
absolutely. They have. You could say both Seattle games they lost on special teams. Both Seattle games. First one, they had it fumbled deep in their territory. The second one, they gave up the punt return and had a fumble deep in their own. It was like both Seattle games. Yeah.
You want to talk about acts of God? Like, how many times would Travis Benjamin get the ball? It's like.
But no, let's come back though. Why are the Rams 3.5-point favorites? Because people nationally aren't caught up in the emotion of winning like Niner fans are. They're back and they're looking like, okay, well, cool. The Niners beat the Packers. Still, their quarterback has a pass rating of 63, and this quarterback has a pass rating of 131. And the last time the Niners and Rams faced each other, it came down to it was overtime, right? Overtime. So
overtime, the Niners had to make an incredible comeback. You know.
Jimmy's play has gotten worse in the playoffs, plus he's hurt. Stafford's play has gotten better in the playoffs, and he's not hurt. So I think those are the reasons that the Rams are favorites. But I still don't trust him. I do not trust that team. I don't think much of that team. I'm sorry. I know I'm impressed with Stafford. It's not his fault that they don't have an offensive line or a run game. It's not his fault, but they don't.
Well, hold on. Kinda, it is his fault because if Wilder don't have right,
Goff's fault.
And we talked about this before. Like if you're gonna throw all your chips in the table, in the front table, Vish talked about I think why their center play has been terrible. I believe they let their center walk in free agency, right? Like I think their center walked in free agency, but they had to let guys walk in free agency. Why? Because they're paying top dollar for three players.
True. William is a new member. Thank you, William. John says, is that Grant copying Jimmy Stubble all love? Hold on. For the record, I've been rocking the sexy stubble since 2008. I used to, when I first got the ability to grow facial hair, I went with the chin strap, which is a rookie mistake. I did that in 2007, around the same time that chubby Kevin Love had it at UCLA. It was a thing, the chin strap, and it was really a bad move. And I got an internship at my brother's company. I was sitting next in a cubicle to a lady who's about 30, a little bit older, and she was like, "Hey, you got to ditch that and just go with the stubble." I've been rocking it ever since. So I don't know where she is now, but thank you. I've been rocking this since Jimmy was in like high school. So just saying.
There you go.
Yeah, that really cut deep. How could you say that about me?